Hey everybody, we've got with this interview Kim Yeater with Take Your Power Back. You're on the radio on Sirius
Salem Radio.
Salem Radio.
That's right.
But let me tell you something. She's at 2 platforms, and we're going to talk about both of what she does because it's people like this that's not only in our communities and in our country and having a show, but not only bringing people together, but finding positive solutions and also through faith. And I got to tell you, I'm honored and grateful to have you on the show today.
Oh,
I really am. I appreciate you being here.
It's an honor to be with you today. Thanks for having me.
Well, I remember meeting you last year.
I remember.
And let me tell you something. You're such a positive person, and I want more people to get to know more about you. What is your show, Take Your Power Back show about?
I love it. So it was good 2 years ago that I started the Take Your Power Back. And what's funny was I had just left a station, a very liberal radio station, where I led liberal, where I led the Take Your Power Back California recall Gavin Newsom. So I did segments all over that. Those went viral. We woke up a lot of people in our community. And then I moved over to Salem Radio. And Salem Radio, I knew it was Take Your Power Back show, and I knew it wasn't my show.
Right.
It was God's show. It was the platform where people could step on into their God-given power, access their leadership, and allow their voices to be heard. And I was here last year at Mike Lindell's Moment of Truth Summit. Right. And I was like, why does Mike Lindell keep saying, where are you, Salem Radio? Where are you, Salem Radio? And I'm going, I'm right here. But what's like the bad rap? Salem Radio was not speaking out and standing for truth. So I was the one that stood up last year at the Moment of Truth Summit, William, and I said, Mike Lindell, this is Kim Yeader for the Take Your Power Back show on Salem Radio, and we will get this on the air. And boy, did we.
I love this, and it's a positive voice getting the word out to not only inform people, but to motivate people to take their own power back.
That is exactly what it's about. You see, we've been buying the story. We've been sitting back with our bag of chips. I mean, many of us really have been, we've been raising our families. We've been living the American dream. We've been building businesses. We did not know what was happening under our watch.
That's right.
Right? And so we've been awakened. I was awakened in 2020 when I went to vote. And they told the couple before, my husband and I, that they had already voted. Now, they walked away confused. When we came up to vote, showing our ID, they said, Mr. and Mrs. Yeater, you're good to go. You've already voted. I knew something was wrong,
That happened
William.
to you.
That happened to me.
In California.
And it wasn't until the Moment of Truth Summit that I went, oh my gosh, this stuff is real. It was eye-opening for me, so I knew I had to get this out there. So I started with Tina Peters' selection code, the Rosetta Stone of election fraud. I had her on the show. I had her whole team on the show. We did a 2-hour special segment. She's become a dear friend to me. Dr. Douglas G. Frank, world-renowned physicist, exposes voter fraud in 46 states. So we started from that. I gathered a team together. We have Sovereign Radio. They're amazing. They're on an hour after me on Saturdays at 12 p.m. And then Eye of the Storm or Audra Morgan. We got together and we said, okay, something's going to happen. It's not ironic that the truthers are at Salem Radio and we're together.
Exactly.
So we put our heads together and we said, we're going to start the national Take Our Power Back, Expose Election Fraud Initiative. And that initiative has made amazing mark in California.
I love this, yeah.
It's awesome. So we've actually shortened it now. It's
TakeOurElectionsBack.com
in California.
But you're nationwide.
We're nationwide.
But people in California are waking up.
Yes.
And following your lead on nationwide.
Yes.
And I love this. But you know what I love most about this is you're showing people to take their power back, but you're showing them to take their power back through information.
Yes.
This is not something you're like, hey, just take your power back.
No.
You're saying, look, take your power back by being informed. And we're not only going to inform you, but we're going to show you how to be informed.
Yes, okay, our mission is to awaken the people by educating and empowering them to step into their God-given leadership, partner together, canvass their counties, expose election fraud, and hold their elected officials accountable to stopping the machines. And we move to paper vote, where your voice and your vote is heard.
And it can't be corrupted.
And it cannot be
and
corrupted.
what I love about the canvassing, because I talk about that regularly on my show, is that I said, look, you don't have to do no special science to it. You can just go get a voter list for your street and just canvass your street. Canvass your precinct if you want to get real aggressive with it. And you can go on there and make a notation, say, hey, look, these registrations are wrong. This person doesn't live here anymore. This person died 120 years ago.
William, there's a better way.
There is.
There's a better way, okay?
Please tell me.
And so I want people to go to takeourelectionsback.com, okay? And they'll have choices there where they can learn about our initiative. We have a 1, 2, 3 action step plan. We have boots on the ground in San Diego. You want to go with a very clear walk list. The walk list are of the irregularities, the 10 people that voted from a household, the dead people that voted, right? When you go to a household and 10 people voted, and you go, Mr. and Mr. Jones, hi, I'm Kim Yeader. We're part of Election Integrity, and we're just cleaning up the voter list. So it shows that 10 people voted in your home. They're like, 10 people, it's just me and Mr. Smith that live here. Really? So John, Joe, Myrtle, Mark, Atha, none of them live here? No. Would you be willing to sign a form that says these people don't live here so we can clean up the voter rolls? Absolutely. I can't believe that happened. All these people were voting, and we get a couple of ballots of those things, but all those other people we haven't gotten ballots for. Well, they've been voting from your address.
That's exactly right.
So we've now evangelized them. They're telling their friends. They're telling their family what happened.
There were 8 people voting in my house I didn't even know about.
And then me, who discovered election fraud on my watch, I'm evangelized.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is real stuff. Now, we gather that. We work closely with Dr. Douglas G. Frank and his team so that when we go to the sheriff, we've got our ducks in a row. And most importantly, we've partnered with the Constitutional Sheriff Peace Officers Association. They have a sheriff that will go with us to hold our non-constitutional sheriff accountable to the Constitution.
I love this.
Yeah, it's
and you
amazing.
show this all on your site.
Yes.
See,
the getting started steps are on our site, and then we have a national call every Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific. I mean, we've had Seth Keshel on, Dr. Franks. We've had them all. Jeff O'Donnell, Lone Raccoon. Actually, I'm going to be interviewing him in just a little bit. I'm excited.
Exactly.
Yeah. So people will know what action steps to take, and then we can get them connected because we're partnering with Patriot Force and Cause of America, Mike Lindell's team, so that they can get connected in their state with teams that are doing exactly what we're doing.
I love this. I love hearing about this.
Yeah.
But now, what is Take Elections Back? I saw that on your card. You have Take Elections Back. Is that another initiative, or is that part of your show?
So this is the initiative that came from the National Take Your Power Back Expose Voter Fraud Initiative, right? And so we are doing live events. I mean, we just got Sonoma activated. Sonoma County, California
but I thought
is
everybody votes
activated.
Democrat out there, right?
Oh, it's so awesome. But there are people that are awake and they're hungry.
But to your point, you're not doing this for just Republicans, are you?
No. And you know what? That was such a good point that you brought up. No, this is bipartisan. Listen, it's not a left and right issue. Okay, there are a lot of people that are coming over from the Democratic Party right now that are joining us because they're going, oh my gosh, something's wrong. My voice is not being heard. It is correct. But no, this is about exposing the election fraud so that no matter what your vote is, it is heard.
I get it. And now you're the one leading the initiative on your radio show to be able to not only help their voices be heard, but be able to show them how to magnify their voices with good information that you're helping them feel empowered to do. I love this.
I was in the back of the room last year. My heart was pounding. God said, stand up and declare who you are, my daughter.
I love this.
I stood up, I declared, and then I was in action. I did what I said I was going to do. It was not easy. I did not know how it was going to happen. God brought it together. With him, all things truly are possible. We just got to take that step of faith.
On my show, I regularly talk about freedom and liberty. And because I think that God blessed us with our freedom and liberty. He gave us our founding fathers to be able to create a document to protect it. It's up to us to honor him by not only following a few simple rules, but by protecting the freedom and liberty and respecting what he gave us. And I believe that information is freedom.
Yes.
Freedom is information. Information is freedom. Without information, we can't have freedom.
Well, yes, but
and
here's
with
the thing.
freedom, we
Yes.
can get the information
Yes,
out
well.
there. And I think what you're doing is a very important part of keeping that going.
Thank you. And you are a big part of freedom. You keep freedom alive, don't you?
Exactly.
You
I
certainly
love-
do.
I love talking
That's
about
what
it,
we do. It's like Mike Bump. We keep freedom alive, right? So I think there's something called analysis paralysis.
Right.
Okay. And so sometimes there's so much information, especially in this arena,
Exactly,
that
yeah.
people have no idea
Overload.
what to do. It's overload. So we've got to break it down into actionable steps. Have some healthy accountability, encouragement, celebration all along the way. That's why our national Take Our Elections Back call. It's our leader Zoom every Monday at 3 p.m. It's powerful because it's that space for
Exactly.
people, so that when we have people coming in from all over the country, they're celebrating their wins.
Yep.
Right? They're
That's right.
learning from one another. And I think for me, the biggest thing that I'm so grateful for is what God showed me in the creation of this was he showed me that across the country, there were flickers of light in every state, but they were just flickering. God's like, bring them together. Bring them together for such a time as this. That's why we started this. When people come together, they connect, they collaborate, they create. We are co-creators with Christ, with the Creator. So we create, and that's how we're going to take our country back.
But you know what, though, Kim? I don't see that you're bringing the lights together. I see that you're adding more lights in between. So you're actually bringing
so
more
good.
people to the cause.
So
and that
good.
is how you're connecting the dots and bringing the lights together.
Wow.
By adding more people on your
That's
platform.
powerful.
And I can't thank you enough. Once again, how do people find out about you, your site, and how to get involved?
Yes, so good. They can go to takeyourpowerbackshow.com. That's takeyourpowerbackshow.com. You'll click on election integrity. You'll see all the information. We're taking our elections back. It's time. It's time now to take our elections back. Go to takeyourpowerbackshow.com. William Wallace, thank you
Kim,
for
thank
having
you very
me.
much. No, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it. And I tell you what, we are going to do this again. We're going to get
Yes.
more updates from you.
Yes.
And what I'm asking everybody, if you thought this video was motivating, if you think that Kim Yeader is motivating and has some good information, not only go visit her site, not only support her, but share this interview with other people that you think needs motivation, needs information, needs their freedom through information.
Come on.
I love it.
Thank
y'all.
you.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.